So let's take a look at this and see what's going on. So first of all, here we are with the putt. Let me zoom in a second here. I'm going to draw some lines on the screen here for putting. Let's take a look. Okay. And so first of all, we do a vertical line down. Let's see, from your hips, right? And so it's supposed to be over your heels. So that's good. Arms should hang down from the shoulder sockets where your hands are underneath your shoulders, right? And you've got that going on too. Your eyes are supposed to be looking at the on the line, or sometimes some players can putt inside the line with their eyes, but the typical recommendation is to have your eyes on the line.
Okay.
So what that would mean is that your elbows have to be pulled in more. See, a lot of putters would it's probably that, or you could if you want to keep your arms the same, you need to choke down on your putter. That's probably what it is. Let's have you choke down on the putter. That way your arms stay how they are. Okay, on the right side here, let's take a look and see where the ball is. So, good job. You have the ball just left of your sternum. That's where it's supposed to be. Your elbows are on your side. That's good. Okay, now let's draw some lines to see movement, Chris, on this one. Yeah, I'm excited to have the opportunity to work with you, buddy, because you got some obviously athletic talent, and if we can get you doing these fundamentals, there's no reason that you can't excel at golf.
Right.
And eventually compete in local tournaments if you're interested.
Yeah.
And get a handicap. And like for me, I got invited to play in the San Diego Open. Like I get emails and they invite me to these events because of past tournament scores and my current handicap. I get invited. So eventually, what happens if you keep improving is you just get invited to play in tournaments. And what's cool is then you can win. First, you could go the amateur way and try to play like in the amateur events in the state and stuff. And there's state amateur. Like if you're not interested in winning the money, but if you want to go after tournaments that you could win money, then you have to play as like more pro events.
Right.
So the difference between amateurs and pros in golf are I've sacrificed my amateur status because I've accepted money for winnings in tournaments.
Yes.
It's
kind of similar in skating, except you can only, like for shows, you do it for money, basically. That's it. And you have to make sure that the show is approved by U.S. Figure Skating, because that's what you're doing it for.
I see.
If it's not approved, then you give up your amateur status.
I see.
You have to go through this whole process to get it back.
Wow, yeah.
So you have to make sure every show you do is approved by U.S. Figure Skating, otherwise you can't do it.
Because then it's considered like you're on the take, you're taking money.
Yeah.
I see. Because you have your own technically business then.
Yeah,
in skating.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, cool. So you understand that. But yeah, dude, I really think you could be talented at this game because you're obviously talented at what you've already done with figure skating. All right, so here we go. So ball position looks good. I got the lines on your hip, your head, right? And then let's just see what's going on here. So you make the putter move back here, right? Now if you look at your knees on the left, you're wearing dark pants, so it's maybe not as easy to see, but I can see it. So if I put lines here on your knees right in there, watch how as you're making the putt, see how your legs are moving a lot, your butt's even coming off of the back line here. Do you see this? Right? And then look, and then your head when you're coming through, your head is lifting early, right? So see how the putter goes and then your head's lifting. Now here's the trick. We're supposed to keep our legs completely still while we move the putter back and forth, and you're supposed to complete the stroke and then only turn your head in the axis it's in. You don't want to ever lift your head or lift your spine out, okay? So this is what we're going to do. So here, first of all, one of the tips I give here is to set up on this putt for me next. Here, I'll line this one up. What you're going to do is, think of this. If you had flashlights pointing out of your knees and you're trying to keep them facing the wall in front of you while you're going back and forth with your putter. So you're trying to keep your knees facing straight. Yeah. And then watch this. Do a stroke like that one more time. Don't look up. Wait for me to turn your head. And then you're going to look this way only. Okay? You only turn your head. You don't lift your head. Wait longer and do it again. And then turn. That's correct. Now watch the replay.
Okay.
That's how you're supposed to putt. Okay, and these little subtle things I just showed you are actually huge because, number one, if you're only turning your head, you're not going to miss putts from lifting up out of posture because the whole thing is isolating movements. You don't want to move your head. You don't want to move your legs. You only want to move your shoulders and arms together.
Right.
Is it back and forth, right? And so you don't want your knees moving either. So this one here, watch this. So on this one, let's put some lines on you here. Oh, and did you choke down on the putter? You did, right?
I did a little bit.
Okay, let's see. Where's your eye line? Yep. Now see how all it was is the putter. You had to choke down on it to get your eyes on the line. Now the reason I know that, it's actually kind of crazy. It's because there was a putter fitting system a while ago that we would measure the distance of your hands to the ground, and then we'd also measure the distance over to where your eyes were, and then we would then solve for the hypotenuse, which was the math of of this side, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so that's how we'd figure out putter length with this putter system that I used to be part of. So, but the trick is, so that's how I knew that you had your putter too long. So choke down on it always. All right, and then let's see, as you made this motion, you go back and forth here, shoulders and arms only, and see how you're keeping your knees now more still and your butt more still. Now it looked like your balance, though, your balance went forward. Okay, now think of this. If you were on a surfboard, okay, as you're trying to do your putting stroke, that's how you have to think of it always. You know, I'm sure you know how important balance is for you in skating. It's like that important, like moving your balance like an iota, like a shift of balance, like I know from snowboarding and stuff, is a huge difference, right? So here's what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna do it again. Now watch this. This time you got to do it on the balance discs, these things. So now do a putting stroke up here, right? But get athletic first and find your center. Remember, keep your knees facing forward, shoulders and arms back and forth. So you're not going to hit the ball. We're just going to set up like the ball's as high as your toes. Like bring the putter as, yeah, there you go. And then find your center. Hold the center, and then shoulders and arms only back and forth. And then look only by turning your head. Keep your balance. There you go. You kept it. Yeah, exactly, right? Now look. So when you get over a putt, like on a hill on the course, you can't be like thinking like, oh, I'm safe. Everything's fine. No, you're about to fall over. Like you have to think to yourself like I'm in danger of losing my posture or balance. And so you're going to see here, watch this. This one, your head doesn't drop forward, your butt doesn't move. Only your shoulders and arms went back and forth. Watch this. See how you stayed there?
Yeah.
No diving your head or anything. And then you only turn your head to look. That's what you got to work on.